All right, so you've completely missed the point of this equation because I actually pay millions of dollars in tax per year. I probably pay more tax than like 99% of the Australian population. The point here is that the Australian government have allowed for these small business CGT concessions for the specific purpose of incentivizing business owners to build a business. You need to understand that business is inherently risky. The vast majority of business owners, 4 out of 5 businesses fail in the first 5 years, 98% of businesses fail in 10 years. There needs to be some sort of incentive for people to want to build a big business, because you must acknowledge the fact that small business owners in this country are the biggest employer of individuals, and individuals are the most significant contributor towards tax revenue, okay? Now, we've got to realize a number of things. In business, we collect goods and services tax, 10% on all of the revenue that we produce. We collect PAYG for our employees for the purposes of paying that to the ATO. If you build a business over a certain size and you employ more than a certain amount of people, you pay payroll tax. And we also pay tax on our corporate profits. In addition to, once we distribute those corporate profits, let's assume that you are a small business, you pay 25% tax on corporate profits. But if you distribute that amount of money, then you're also going to pay income tax as an individual. All of these taxes, all combined together, result in the vast majority of substantially sized businesses paying a ridiculous amount in tax. Now, the idea of this particular incentive being the small business CGT concessions is that if you build a business that is worth less than $6 million, and you meet certain criteria, you have the ability to sell that business tax-free because you deserve it. Because the vast majority of business owners don't pay themselves superannuation, that take below market wages because they pay everybody else and all of their business expenses first. They incur a tremendous amount of risk, and the statistics show that they're more than likely going to fail. They should have some sort of incentive, don't you think? So the idea that a business owner should be ashamed because of the government introducing these types of incentives to give them some sort of way of being compensated for the risk that they take is absolutely backwards. Rethink your perspective, look at the situation holistically, and realize that the government doesn't give things away for free. They introduce certain incentives in order to make it worth people's while to take on that level of risk to fuel the economy in the first place. Wish you all the best.